Welcome back, everybody. So here's my X account, and if you guys are on there, definitely give me a follow. Not this guy right here. Now, I'm going to share some plays before we get into this video right here. You can see this morning, Kramer was all over the place with Nvidia. He was pretty much praising and a big bull on Nvidia. So what I actually decided, I'm going to short that. Now, here's another play that I took. That was, I think, yesterday or not yesterday, day before, right here, 25th. Bull, right? What happened? That thing popped and then dropped. Home Depot calls I also took because he was negative on Home Depot, and that thing definitely paid that day right after earnings. Now, these are the trades right here. You can see DIA, the first one, DIA calls we took yesterday, which was Wednesday, 440 calls. And what happened today? DIA was over 438, took profit on that play because we got in at 433. Now, this is not it. Here's another one from today. This was fantastic, 45%. 10 a.m. Qs came down to daily expected move 507. Exactly right there, we took calls 520. And then a couple minutes later, not too long. I mean, look at this. It was a $6 to $7 move we caught, and we got out with nice profit. Now here's the biggest one that actually had $100,000 in it today, and I still have about $30,000 on this play. And I took this live, but this is where things are really interesting. I saw those tweets from Kramer. You can see we actually had Apple puts from 248. I completely got out today, and then Apple eat into Nvidia. You can see, but I understand the opportunity for Nvidia. Kramer after Nvidia, and then from there, look at this, live everyone. So I was live in my Discord today. Nvidia long puts on table. We'll exit Apple completely, then jump on Nvidia. September 19th, 120 puts. And boy, oh boy, is that trading at 120 or not, guys. So all these trade ideas, and especially people that are actually serious, I'm talking about only serious people. If you're serious about trading, you want to learn and you want to get all these trade ideas, and these trade ideas are only coming on Premium Plus membership. You get everything, full access, all the support you need to become a better trader. Definitely, you can check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. I also have it right here on my X page, right here on top. You can see you can join Patreon, and once you join, definitely join the Discord community right here, and that is where I share all the trade ideas. This is free right here. I just have to give you access once you join the Patreon, so definitely check it out, guys. Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Nvidia, stock is down 8.48%, and you can see Nvidia right out of the gate, 9:30 a.m. Soon as the market opened, got puts right here. And then this is something you cannot ignore. Last time we had a massive bearish engulfing candle, we saw some follow through, follow through, follow through. And then right here, the recent one, follow through. And even right here, we did call out this rising wedge structure. And you can see after filling this deep seek gap on top, now it's completely gone. And I mean, the Kramer alert definitely works, guys. I mean, I've been using it for a couple of months now, but not too often. You don't go really crazy on these. But Nvidia, especially, why I was actually into Nvidia. If you look at AMD, what happened with AMD and some of the other chip names? AMD in deep bear market, right? So just when AMD goes deep into bear market and not coming out anytime soon, just making lower lows, right? Imagine Nvidia can suffer the same fate, And if you look at it, it actually got a death cross, AMD, and then also Microsoft just recently, I think, getting a death cross, and that is not bullish. Also, market was sitting at all-time highs. This thing was sitting close to all-time highs. We had an all-time high just a few days ago, and if this is actually going to take place, double or even triple top, whatever you want to call it, we might see some significant selling, and there is still some unfinished business down here, this massive gap. Now, when I talked about it last time, this gap, we got it filled right here, and people didn't want to believe that. And now I'm telling you guys that, if things get worse, Nvidia can come down here. That's going to be a massive opportunity for you to make money on this stock to go long. So keep your cash handy. Do not go all in. So going into Friday, usually we see Friday sell off, but this week it's different, right? We're seeing sell off pretty much every day. Market fading, going up like 1%, half a percent, and then fading. So tomorrow might be different. Things are getting a bit oversold. Nvidia next critical support 118. If this thing bounces back up, it was trying to hold all this morning 126 and then finally gave up. And then what happened? Well, boom, almost near 118. So 118 your key line in the sand, and then 107. If this thing holds here, goes back up, resistance will be at 126 and then 130. On AMD, it's down 5%. So we talked about it in my last video that 110 gives up and this thing can come down to flat 100, and we're not even holding 100. So the next critical support will be at 93. So AMD, again, these bear flags pretty much playing out all the time. And the recent one right here also playing out again. See, after we got out, AMD dumping all the way down to now, not even holding at 100. It's 99.51. So going into tomorrow's session, we get some sort of a counter trend rally. Watch out for a move, possibly back up to 105, 110. If this thing does not hold 100, we could be going down even more. And the next critical support on AMD, I didn't, show you guys before. That's going to be around $93, which is a long way down. And if this thing is going down like this, imagine some of the other big names are also following later on. That's gonna actually take an effect on the overall stock market. So be careful when AMD goes into deep bear market. You can see we do not have a bull trend. I mean, we are nowhere near. Look at this right here, guys. I mean, here's the weekly here. You can see a long time ago we got 20-day crossed below 50, and this is actually a negative slope. This was the bull trend. You can see all these moving averages were positive, and since we came down and we got the cross, it's going down rapidly. So now, I mean, AMD in no man's land, and if this thing cannot hold 100, I'm looking for a hammer candle, some sort of a big bullish engulfing candle where this thing finds a bottom, but no signs of that as of right now. On Google, stock is down 2.57%. So Google now, you can see Google came all the way down to 170 and holding that support. So Google here, if this support does not hold, this is a critical level, guys. You can see it was holding this 170 range for bunch of times right here. And now if this thing gives up that, the next big support will be at 165. To the upside, resistance will be at 176. Instantly found resistance right here. You can see we opened at 176 almost, and then from there this thing never came back up to close this gap right here at 180.88. So that's going to be the next stop if this thing wants to move, if it moves next week or even tomorrow, 176 and then 181. On Amazon, stock is down 2.62%. So luckily, Amazon, we sold all our calls. We had some calls left from yesterday after taking profit. And I kind of had this, feeling where market will take a dump off and I need to get out here. So, even before opening, I said Amazon, it gapped up. I'm going to get out and completely out of Amazon. And fortunately, we added at the right time here with this candle, and then with this massive move back up to the upside, we were able to actually get out of this trade with nice profit on Amazon. And now it's trading at 208. So Amazon, you can see, broke all the level. And now this thing here can come down to 200. That is a possibility. Why holding here? I think there was another gap, and you can see some rejection candles here, 208. So that's a level to watch. Level of interest, support, and the lower Bollinger Band also sitting at 208. So 208 gives up, this thing will be landing at 200. Upside, there will be resistance right here. You can see 212 over that 216, and then we can talk about more upside. As of right now, I don't see that's happening tomorrow. On Microsoft is down 1.80%, so Microsoft down near 2%. And let me just quickly say this, that you guys saw this bear flag for last maybe 8 9 months. It's playing out here every time this thing came down. We got a bounce, we got a bounce, 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 and bounce even here. And finally, we have the confirmation of a breakdown here after earnings. And since then, this thing is not able to go back up and recover. So if AMD going into a deep bear market with a death cross, this one going also, Nvidia can follow. And you guys saw that Nvidia goes down 8%. What happens to Nasdaq 100? So, that is something to note. Now, I know a lot of people will say, well, you didn't talk about Trump's tariff. Yes, I heard about tariffs going on to take place next month. We had some job numbers. I know all that, and market did not like all that news that came out today, and that's why market sold off. And then in top of that, we have PC data coming tomorrow, so that's going to be another factor to watch tomorrow morning when that comes out. With that being said, well, Microsoft, we talked about it before, 390, a strong level to watch. That's going to be a line in the sand for tomorrow. Underneath that level, 384. If this thing holds 390, we might see a retracement. Yes, you heard me right, a retracement on a big stock like Microsoft trading under lower Bollinger Band. So a retracement will come here on Microsoft. This thing can come back up to 396.69, maybe even 400, and then 405. On Meta, it's down 2.29%. So Meta, we took those puts today live here on Meta at 684, 650 puts, and pretty much almost went in the money. Unfortunately, this was not a high conviction trade for me. It was more of Nvidia. You guys saw that, and that's why I took that one, $100,000 position, and that one got really lucky and big because it went actually in the money. So Meta, we did make money, but not a lot. This thing came down. You can see we broke 664, and now it's holding on just over this lower Bollinger Band. So the next critical support will be this 50 SMA, which is at, I would say, 650, and then this 638 comes into play, the next support. If this thing gets a bounce, which is getting one right now, there will be resistance here at 668, 682, and then 700. On Tesla stock is down 3%. So Tesla getting absolutely destroyed. And not only because the market's selling off, well, a lot of people are not liking what Elon Musk is doing. That's also taking an effect here on the stock. They're selling the crap out of it. And you can see now it's trading at 280. So this was the next level. And you can see we came down and it held as a support. Now things are getting a bit oversold here. You can see, we haven't seen Tesla at this level for a long time, almost maybe a year. Tesla getting this much oversold, RSI sitting at 25. Now, I'm not hating on anybody, but I just don't like to see people unnecessarily, losing money. I see some trades, especially within my group, people are actually shorting Tesla at this level. Just to remind you, when this thing goes up, you might think like this is it, and then this thing takes off. It happened all the time. I mean, look at this, move right here from 375. What happened? 430. So if you shorted before, kudos to you. It was a good spot. If we shorted here, if we shorted here, if we shorted here, even if we shorted here after the breakdown, you had a good spot. Now people that are new money, short in here Tesla, and this thing is getting extremely oversold. This is not no hate, nothing, guys. Just a piece of advice, my own opinion. I have seen, especially, I started this YouTube channel 5 years ago. In my Discord and the Patreon, I have seen so many members. I gave some good advice. They found it really negative, like, oh, I'm taking a play. Why is it saying no? And then later on, the message comes in like, EK, you are right. Tesla took everything. I don't have any money to trade. I think I have about maybe 10, 15 people. Tesla took everything from them. They don't have money, nothing. They got to go back and work. No more trading. So, Tesla, when the time is right, you can buy it. And maybe this is the right time to start buying Tesla. Now, if it's shorting here into this hole and this thing spikes back up, some news comes out, Elon tweets, something happens. Things happen when things are getting oversold. It happened before so many times. And Tesla is a name that actually took money from shorts, lots of money before, and even right now it can take a lot of money. So here on Tesla, guys, that is my advice. Again, I'm not no hating on anybody. If you made money, kudos to you. That is just my own opinion, so people don't go out and blindly short this thing and then lose money. That is the message. 280, your line the sand for tomorrow. If that gives up, we might be landing here to close this gap right here. 255, 258 next level. We get a bounce. 300 will be the resistance to watch. Over that, I don't think we're going to get a $20 rally. I might be wrong, but I don't think we're going to get a $20 rally tomorrow. If there is some sort of a relief rally, we might go back up to 300, maybe even 308 on Tesla. Netflix is down 2.73%, so this thing also getting destroyed, but not taking out this lowdown here. So watch out. Netflix here also got a huge rejection, and I was eyeing this early morning. I don't like to short this thing right here. It costs a lot of money, and I mean, pays like shit, especially on options. Unless you're buying Friday and this thing dumps or goes up, whether you buy calls or puts, same day, then you can make a lot of money. But I'm not really good at trading Netflix, especially when things are expensive. I don't like to trade this thing. But you can see clear rejection from 1000 and then dump all the way down to 963. So the next big critical support here on Netflix will be down here. If you look at my screen, this red line that is rising 945, and then this critical support at 936. If this thing goes back up, now there will be resistance at 984 and then 1000. On Apple, stock is down 1.27%. So you guys saw that clip earlier in this video where I actually had Apple puts right here, and this thing did close that gap. I was just waiting for that, and then we took some profit at 240, and more profit completely got out, and that money shifted into Nvidia today, at least from my end, and we're just holding puts on Nvidia now. So Apple here, you can see 237 did hold up here, but for how long? And is it going to actually hold going into tomorrow's session? So 237 gives up. We might come down more here on Apple right here at 230. If this thing bounces back up, there will be resistance at 240, 243.47, and then it might go back up to 250.